Mark Lascelles, Carl Darlow, and you're watching Newcastle Fans TV.
Hello Newcastle Fans TV. So Scotland 2, England 2. Pretty boring game until the last 7 or 8 minutes, wasn't it? Right, we'll get on the game in a moment. As you know, when we normally do reviews, we'll have a look at the lineups, and also we'll start with Scotland. So let's begin with the home side. So in no particular order, it was Gordon, Berra, Mulgrew, Robertson, Tini, Brown, Armstrong, Anya, Snodgrass, Griffiths and Morrison. So changes for Scots fans, because obviously we've got some Scottish Magpies. Let us know any comments down there below. Let's move over to England. Was there any massive surprises here for yous? So we looked at it. Was Hart in goal, Walcott right back, left back was Bertrand, and the two centre backs was Cahill and Smalland, Rashford, Lallana, Dyer, Ali, Livermore and Kane in no particular order. So that was the England lineup. I would have liked to say Oxlade-Chamberlain start, and I actually said Tony, who I work with, who was sitting next to when Gareth Southgate made that substitution, Tony can back me up for a second, it's the right call to make, and he went on to score obviously. But Harry Kane was made captain. Gareth Southgate's moving the captaincy around just a little bit. I think he's just saying who are the leaders of the group. Obviously Harry Kane has said there's 4 or 5 leaders, so Southgate's just passing the captain's armbands around. I don't personally think it's too much being captain of England, because it's kind of been degraded the last few years. Don't get me wrong, it'll be an honour a captain of England, but I don't think it's that, because we in the media blow it up. When I say we, and I'm not media, but people in the media blow the captaincy up to a massive thing, you know. So the game started, England started off really well, you know. The likes of Lallana pulled it back to Harry Kane, miskicked it, you know, and I thought, oh, that's 1-0, and then it was on the 27 minutes where Craig Gordon, I think he had a pretty poor first half in particular, comes flying out, you know, and Scotland kind of clear. Comes Harry Kane from about 30 yards out, chips, lovely shot, chips Gordon, but obviously there's a defender on the line and who clears it. Scotland kind of clear it properly, falls to Rashford, who fires wide, you know. And then Lallana twisted and turned on the left-handed edge of the box and fired into side netting. I almost thought that was a goal, you know. So went into half time, you know, 0-0, going at half time 0-0, and the best chance was probably Livermore, when Scotland were defending very deep, and you know, and Livermore had a low shot at the edge of the area, which deflected on the post, and Scotland were just trying to hang on to get it in half time, and they made the half time substitution as well. It was like some Morrison come off, and it was MacArthur who come on as well, and it started to come out a little bit more even, and the game kind of went a little bit boring, and then Chamberlain ironically come on the 65th minute for, it was Rashford, and then he obviously scored shortly after, you know. Jinks in the box, he was coming in the right hand flank, jinking in the box, and you've got to say, for me, that's a really, really awful mistake by Craig Gordon, who just pushes it at the net. Yes, I'm being quite critical. It's not because I'm English. I mean, I support Newcastle first, England comes second, but that's really poor keeping. That's shocking. But England didn't care, you know. I'm English after all. We were 1-0 up, and you know, almost there in the qualifying, you know, we got that win. And then it was more or less just trying to see the game out for England, so more to speak. And then it was that free kick given away, and then Lee Griffiths steps up. I thought, yeah, it's in a dangerous position, but what can Lee Griffiths do? And by God, what a free kick that was. That was outstanding. Joe Hart's got no chance as well. That was just an absolute piece of brilliant skill. Yeah, you might say the wall didn't jump, but he's got to get it up and over into the corner, and he did it fantastically. And then I thought, okay, a point's not the worst case scenario for England. It isn't. You know, again, with local rivals, it's a derby, it's heated. Half of their squad playing England as well. So, but then he stepped up on slightly on the left side with a couple of minutes to go, and then he just curls one bottom corner. Another free kick by Lee Griffiths, and I'm like, absolutely in shock. I was genuinely shocked. I don't really like watching England, to be fair, because they're not my first love, but I was genuinely quite disappointed. I'm not going to lie, and luckily, it was a brilliant piece of skill by Lee Griffiths. It was. You've got to say, fantastic. Scotland probably didn't deserve to win it. They were against, in particular, first half against it. But then poor mark, and I think it was Mulgrew, where Sterling will come off the bench on the left flank, just clips one in the box, just a hopeful box for someone to get on the end of. I think it was Charlie Mulgrew, just wasn't marking Harry Kane. Harry Kane's been the top scorer in the Premier League for the last 2 seasons. He's free, he sides-footed volley. Again, Craig Gordon near post, should have done a little bit better, but England didn't care. It was a great piece of skill to keep that down, and we got the point in the end. Did we deserve the point? Probably a little bit more. You Scottish mags will probably disagree with that, of course, but let us know in your comments down there below. So it ended in 2-2. We're going to hear quickly from some match reaction from Harry Kane and the likes of Gareth Southgate and Joe Hart.
Well, a game we should win. A game we're in total control of. 2 moments of brilliant quality from them, turn it on its head in seconds, but we should never be beaten. You know, we've got to have a mentality that we're never beaten, and we showed that at the end.
We never gave up. You know, 2 bits of quality from Lee Griffiths. Thought they were really good free kicks, and you know, football's crazy. It's been proved over the years many times that the better teams doesn't always get the result that they deserve. But we didn't give up. You know, Harry didn't have one of his better games, but he showed what a brilliant striker he is and how much we believe in him. You know, that's not an easy goal to score. The ball's in the air a long time. Craig Gordon is big in that goal, and to take it, you know, you've got to be realistic, and we've got to be happy with that.
It's a good point now. Obviously, we wanted to win the game. There's no doubt about that. But we got a point. We're top of the league. It's a tough place to come. Scotland's no easy place to come, and yeah, especially when you're 2-1 down in stoppage time, it makes it a little bit sweeter that we got something from it.
And sweeter as captain.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely didn't want to lose with my first game as skipper. So yeah, to get that goal, and yeah, it's a good day for us, and obviously a very proud day for me as well.
Thanks. So that's what they think as well. They think that England should have probably went on to win that. Looking at the league table, let's have a quick look at that. So England remained top. It was crucial that Scotland went to try and catch England, but you know, I'd still want to see Scotland, even though I'm English, still want to see Scotland come second. I like to see all the home nations, including the Republic, as well, do well as well. I've got I'm not anti. You know, I like to say the smaller nations do well in the UK. Scotland got a little bit of work to do. England, yes, I know second place has caught up a little bit. However, you would expect England to go on and win this group in the next 2 games, you would think. But that's the review of England. Let us know what you think of that. It was a pretty dull affair until the last 8 minutes. It was just madness seeing the goals go in, you know. But we got the point. Scotland got the point. Overall, would you took that at the start of the game? It's not the worst result in the world, is it, for England anyways. Thank you very much for watching Newcastle Fans TV. We'll get back to Newcastle videos from tomorrow onwards. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.